rockets that were struck. Their bodies were gathered and buried in this mass grave.
That's a UN official describing how Israeli forces recently killed 15 Palestinian paramedics and rescue workers in Gaza, executing them one by one, dumping their bodies in a mass grave, and even burying their flattened ambulances in the sand.
They're digging hot, their uniforms, their gloves on. They were here to save lives, but instead they ended up in a mass grave. Vehicles, their ambulances, UN vehicles, civil defense vehicles are crushed and dumped, covered in sand next to us.
The victims were 8 medics from the Palestine Red Crescent Society, 6 civil defense workers, and 1 employee of the UN Relief Agency for Palestinian Refugees. They had been missing since March 23rd, when they set out to collect dead and wounded civilians near the southern city of Rafah, and their bodies were not recovered until March 30th. 1 more medic has still not been found. According to the Red Crescent, at least one of the paramedics had his hands tied together with his legs to his body, while a doctor who examined some of the bodies told British daily The Guardian that there was evidence of execution-style killing, citing the specific and intentional location of bullet wounds inflicted from close range. The Israeli military and government claim their soldiers fired because the ambulances were advancing suspiciously without lights or signals, and accuse the victims of being members of Hamas and Islamic Jihad. But their version of events has been widely discredited, including by the sole survivor, while a video found on the cell phone of one of the victims shows their vehicles were clearly marked and had their emergency lights on when they came under Israeli fire.
Hey, مرمي بسرعة
During day and at night, it's the same. External and internal lights are on. Everything tells you it's an ambulance that belongs to the Palestinian Red Crescent. All the lights were on until we came under direct fire.
We have also documented the intense firing that the dispatch could hear. The dispatch could hear a conversation in Hebrew between the Israeli forces and the team, meaning some were still alive when they were under the control of the Israeli forces.
The killings have drawn yet another round of global condemnations, but whether that leads to any accountability remains a big question. In January last year, Israeli forces shot dead 2 paramedics who tried to rescue Hind Rajab, a 6-year-old Palestinian girl who was trapped inside a car, surrounded by the bodies of her family members, all of them killed by Israeli fire. Hind, her family, and the medics were found dead after nearly 2 weeks, and many, including UN experts, called it out as a potential war crime, but still no one was ever punished.
The souls of Mustafa, Izzeddin, Saleh, Rifat, Muhammad Bahlul, Muhammad Al-Hili, Ashraf Ra'id, asking for justice. Can you hear them?